Hello, my fellow horror genre enthusiasts. We are here today with RimWorld. I said horror genre enthusiast, and yes, we are with RimWorld. Today, I'm actually just showing you how I'm setting up for the new series. For those of you who are not seeing episode 1, this is going to be episode 0. I am actually just showing how I'm starting out. That way I don't have to actually interfere with the particulars of the game actually starting out. I can go over the mods list because my mods list has changed so much. So I do still have some of the basic game stuff that I had before. All the things that make us buff are going to be back in the game. The difference is I'm going for a horror feel, yeah, that one. The feel of a horror game. So I've got the Call of the Cthulhu pack, and I have got some of this Rim Madness, which turns people into werewolves, some arachnophobia, so some spiders will be in here, which of course I don't like. These Nightlings, which I'm not really sure what those things are. I have not ever encountered anything like that. And then we've got some horrors here, and then we've got, yes, we have got aliens that are supposed to show up later in the game as well. And I also have the Lovecraft Storyteller, which is supposed to change some of the events that happen during the game. And I've also got this that gives you miscellaneous events, some weird things that'll happen. It'll give you some options later on. Plus, we're also going to be working with genetics, so we'll be able to mutate some of these basic animals. Plus, there are extra animals in this one because we've got Beasts of the Rim and quite a few others, and we've got Rim Magic, so we're going to be able to cast spells and all kinds of crazy stuff. And if I'm not mistaken, let's see, we've got the Goblin race, we've got the Joni that kind of looked a little creepy, so I got those too. But if I'm not mistaken, there's also some, looking for it. I cannot find it. Could have swore one of these added vampires. So I think one of them inside of it actually adds the vampires. I'm not sure which one. Is it this one? I think it's this one that adds the vampires. Yeah. Basically, all the normal stuff that I would put in here for the regular game, plus some therapy, because with all the horror aspects that are going to be going on in this one, a little bit of therapy to keep people from breaking should help. Now, I did play 2 hours worth of gameplay with this mod list to see if there was anything that I needed to take out or add in. So far, I didn't see anything I needed to add in or take out, but I also killed all of my people in 2 hours. Someone transformed into a werewolf and nearly killed everybody. So, yeah, that is going to be something different. I don't know how long the series will last. I could very well kill everybody very quickly, in which case I might change up the mods, but I want to keep doing this to see if I could kind of challenge myself to figure out how to survive. I wanted something new because trying to annihilate everybody on the planet is a long-term job, and getting them ready to move in between each one of the raids was very time-consuming and not really as entertaining as I thought it would be. So I wanted to add some new bad guys in on it. And we've got brainwashing. We got some hairstyles in here. I'm not sure how that's going to play into it. Let's see if there's anything else that's new in here that I probably should point out. The Omnicore drill for way later on because it's always so hard to get some of the resources later on. I got smoked meat on here. I'm not sure if that's actually going to be useful or not, but it's on here. And since we have to build a temple at some point or another, I've also got the Zen garden to make it look a little bit nicer. I think that was pretty much the only thing I wanted to point out that's really changed from my mod list. There's a lot of mods I took out. Some things that I just really did not think that went well with this one, but I do also have this. Oh, not that. The Fi client thing. And basically, it's, you can go online and exchange resources with other people who play the game. Now, I don't really know precisely how to use it just yet, but I wanted to let you know that we were using it on this channel. That way, if you wanted to get RimWorld, or if you had RimWorld, this mod right here allows you to exchange supplies and stuff between each other. You can't actually visit each other's colonies. I mean, you're on different planets, obviously, but it does allow you to change out resources. And I did pop on there for a little while to see people exchanging stuff and talking politely to each other. So that might actually be useful later on in the game. I don't really know. Maybe I can drag a friend in along with it. But that's all I wanted to say about the mods list. I will have it posted at the end of my videos so you can pause it and actually look through the mods. And let's go to a new colony. Now, because I've got the goblins on here, these are actually new ones. It's a new scenario to start out as goblins. And I'm not sure. Since you start out poor and research slowly, the goblins won't eat vegetables. This is a difficult scenario. So the goblin one actually adds you in a full scenario that would actually be considered, I don't know, very highly difficult. Very difficult. But I'm going to go with the crash landed. And I think I'm going to probably just start out the way they normally start. I'm not sure, but we are going to go with Cthulhu, and I think we're going to go with rough. Let's see, to create the seed, more to me for life, not capitalized, that way in case you want to play on the same planet I am. And I think I'm going to go for 50%. I don't really need the whole map. I want to be able to take these people, crash land them, and despite all these horrors, get them off planet. So I don't want the planet huge. I want this to be extremely difficult, but doable. I want to be able to crash them land on Stephen King's home planet that he has concocted in his head and manage to get them to escape out of one of his novels. That's what I want. A Cthulhu planet with the ability to escape, which I'm not sure is actually feasible because, well, that looks way different, right? Let's see. We've got the Marine Corps pack. The normal guys. Let's see, what are these? The Poison Swarm, which is another one of those mods. What is this? Seafaring Townfolk. What is this? Cavern Goblins. So there's a lot of different factions on here. The Agency, which I don't know who they are. Okay, let's see if we can't find a place to start out in. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I finally do have a spot. Now, if you're wanting to know what the coordinates are, it's 9.4 south by 0.52 east. We are right here in the smack middle of this waterway and this road. It's got year-round. The temperatures are, okay. But we've got granite, slate, and limestone, and there are some large hills around us. So we are going to try this area near about in the middle of the map. Alright, and we are going to go to prepare carefully. Now, let's see. I want to... I don't know. I want to load these guys, but I want to change it. Okay. So, in this particular time, I'm going to use these presets because everybody is already set up and it gives me a full list of folks. Basically, the entire cast of Firefly is going to be on the planet. Though not necessarily for Firefly reasons, it's just a group of people I've already put together. I dressed everybody and made them all look proper and everything else like that, so why not go ahead and use the preset? It makes it so much easier, and everybody is statted out basically the way they would have been in real life, and I'll go over that in just a minute. But this werewolf tag, I turned it on somebody before, and I didn't know what it was going to do, and they did actually turn into a werewolf, which looked interesting. And in case you haven't noticed, my pawns actually have legs because that's another mod, and I just want to see how it looks. It might be so cheesy I have to turn it off. I don't know. But okay, yeah, I'm going to import, for Be More Carefully, I'm going to import the crew that I used for the Ark. Now this is actually modified versions of the Ark that I was planning on playing, but I never got back to playing the Ark because I started playing the World Enders. So we have Simon, Honora, Wash, Kaylee, Jane, Zoe, Mal, oh, scroll down, River, and Shepherd. So we've got the whole crew here, though I'm not necessarily playing like we're on the Firefly or anything like that. Their job is to get off-world. And they're going to be doing things that the people of the Firefly would not be doing. It's just, I really love the Firefly, so I'm going to name my characters after Firefly. If we get anybody else new, we'll start naming them after Firefly characters too, unless you have another idea. In which case we could probably use, since this is a horror-based, If you have a favorite character in a horror movie or a horror book, that would be great too, or a game. But I'm going to start with these guys because they're already dressed and ready to go, and I will leave it on here for you to see their stats right quick. There is Simon, there's Inara. Their stats are pretty buff. They're not topped out though. I try to go back in and fix some of them so that while all these guys, hold on, Zoe, you probably don't need to have a burning passion on growing. Then Mal, River, and Shepherd. Alright, so let's see. And I've also got everybody's relationships in here and who they're related to. Simon and River, brother and sister. Wash and Zoe, husband and wife. Lover, Inara and Mal. And then we got Simon and Kaylee as lovers. And then as far as the equipment, I don't think we need wargs on this one. We need, I don't know, animals. We need dogs, I would think. Huskies, possibly. I will add 2 female huskies and let's see if we can find a male husky to go along with them. Oh, did I miss it? Yes, I missed it. And we'll put a male husky along with it. Let's see, what else have we got? Medicine, compound. We need, I have 5. That should be enough weapons for everybody. And I'm thinking of quite a bit more wood to start with. I'm going to go with 700 just because we're starting out with a lot more people. We're going to have to be able to build them a place. And since this is horror based, there are things that will happen, like on the full moon there's a chance that Simon might actually turn into a werewolf. There are things that are supposed to come out in the dark, and as it gets more advanced, we're going to get hit with some pretty bad guys. So the sooner we get a base going, the better. Okay, let's go ahead and start with that. Assuming my button will work. Yes, let's go with that, I think. I hope that's the way we're going to go. And then we'll jump down there and I'll get a quick look at the ground. Okay, and this is basic. Let's go ahead and pause it. We've got our whole crew here. Let's take a good look at this map and we will get an idea of what we're going to do here. It's a pretty interesting looking map, actually. I'm not sure where to set up a base at, though. Oh no, that might work. That might work. Or right in here. And as you can see, there are some very weird creatures. The mega squids that are walking on land. Alright, so this is going to be our map, and this is going to be our crew to try and make it through this horror movie of a game that has been created, and to see whether or not these mods actually run together well. We're just going to have to see. It could very well be that I kill off everybody in one episode. So you will have to come and see with the first episode. I will see y'all in the next video. You have a wonderful day, a wonderful night, and a wonderful 5 o'clock somewhere. Bye-bye!